Hi, Elliot. How are you?
Hello, David. I'm not bad. Not bad.
Brilliant. Smashing. That's great. So, for those who haven't met me before, my name's David Williams. I'm Director of Strategy and Business Development, and I'm here tonight with.
Elliot Parsons. Hello, everyone.
Hi. And Elliot and I thought we'd just catch up. Elliot and I have known each other for a couple of, well, I was going to say a couple of years, but that's wrong, isn't it? It's probably
7 years now.
7 years. Excellent. Thank you. Oh, and Elliot, I just bought a background that I thought I would use for tonight's conversation. So let me just flip that one on. How,
Hey,
how's that?
that's my TARDIS.
Yeah, it is. Excellent. I thought that would be better than the dining room wall. So Elliot, we've got Autism Week coming up next week, I think.
Of course.
And we thought it would just be a good chance for the two of us to catch up and just reflect on things.
Of
And
course.
I just wondered whether you'd like to take a couple of minutes, if you're okay, to reflect on, you think, the talents that autism has given you.
Absolutely. I'm happy to share some of those. Well, as most of my friends and family will know, obviously I'm at university in my first year studying film and TV production because obviously I have loved sort of films and TV shows, etc., since I was a very young age. So it's kind of been in my blood really since, well, as long as I can remember practically. But yeah, I love making videos. I love making costumes through cosplay and going to conventions. I think over the years, I think sort of the older I've got and the more skills I've picked up, I think the more talents I've kind of started to display unexpectedly. I mean, it's been a long road to sort of get to where I am now, but I wouldn't change it for anything. I think I've met some good people over the years who have helped me find a way, and I've been there to see. I've been there and seen like my past successes at Exeter Grange, Harrow College, etc. And
Mm.
and to be honest, I never would have imagined I'd be going to university. I mean, honestly, 20 years ago, if anybody had told me that, I'd be like, "You got to be joking me, surely." But,
Yeah.
but
And,
it's
and everybody's really proud of that. I mean, everybody I know that knows you is incredibly proud, alongside you are as well.
I hope
And
so.
yeah, oh, absolutely. And I mean, you talk a little bit about your autism and how it's made you as an individual.
Well, I think well, for starters, obviously, I didn't find out about it properly until I was much older. Because obviously, I was diagnosed at age 4, which will be 20 years next year, which is mad to think. All that time's flown by. But no, I didn't know what it was until I was about 12. I think it's when Helen Scotham, my social worker who worked with me at the time, sat me down and sort of explained it to me. And I think since then, I just began to make more sense of it. Just sort of, I sort of did more research into it. I sort of became part of my sort of determination, sort of, to understand autism and sort of crack the code, find out how it works. And and really, I think really sort of from that day onwards, once I found out, I just sort of began to understand myself really. And I think going forward, I do want to eventually be able to, sort of, use my social media to inspire other people on the autistic spectrum, and just hopefully make the world a more accepting and kind place for them to live in.
Brilliant. And I mean, I think you'll do that incredibly well. But I wonder are there things that people like me that can do that are top tips that you'd say that help you bring out your talents, or like negative tips, things that people like me might do that don't help?
Well, it depends because when I was younger, I had a lot of people sort of teaching me sort of the ways of the world and how it works, and teaching me all these important, valuable life lessons. They were mostly positive, although there were some negative times I had, and yeah, I think a bit of tough love sort of helped me sort of get them sort of bust into my head, and I think it just got through to me eventually. So I think it's different though. I think it works for different people. It just depends on how severely autism affects a certain individual. So I think it is different for anyone, like in my case, I think I'm one of those people who had sort of, to quote my mum, the lucky escape, who sort of got away with it only just. So yeah, I mean, I think there's any advice or any tips I could give to someone who's like 10 years younger than me, I would just say, try and, see the positives of life, enjoy it as much as you can, because life's too short. And in all honesty, if I could do things differently when I was younger, I honestly would. So yeah, I think that's all I'd say, to be honest.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. And anything you'd say to, if you could meet Helen again as your social worker, or say anything that you'd say to her to say, when you're talking to me, if only you'd done that differently, or something like that, because there'll be lots of people like social workers, nurses, healthcare professionals listening to this. So anything you'd say to them?
Well, yeah, I think to any of them who are working with a child or an adult on the autistic spectrum, I would just say to them, try and make them feel appreciated, and sort of feel valued, like they have something to contribute to the world. That's how certainly I felt when I had numerous people working with me throughout my childhood. So yeah, I think if I could go back and do things differently again, and knowing what I know now, I think I would honestly make those small little changes, and to be honest, I do believe they would make a difference. So yeah,
Brilliant.
I think that's personally my Parsons' top tip of the day, if you ask me. Honestly, to everyone who has helped me out throughout the past almost 20 years since the diagnosis, and to everyone who's stuck by me throughout our way, I just want to say thank you. And to quote Tony Stark, love you all 3,000. You all mean the world to me. And yes, I know throughout my school and college days, I gave some of you mountain load of headaches over my numerous dramas. But I hope to those of you who are seeing me now at university, seeing how well I'm doing, and actually getting on with people for a change, I hope it's begun to sort of make amends for all that. But I think there's one more bit of advice that I could give to anyone on the autistic spectrum, and this is something that the doctor quite frequently says. Never be cruel, never be cowardly, and more importantly, never give up, never give in.
Thank you very, very much.